there's, this, and they, their Messiah is gonna come, and their Messiah is gonna shine.
We had to wait all night for that to load. I loaded it and it said it was pending, and then I tried to load it again because that's what it used to do when it wouldn't load. And then I thought, well, I'll just go to bed. If I have to get that video that loaded this morning, the wannabe one, I'll just delete it, and the computers here at White Sands have it, and so we'll just keep going, just pick up where we left off, stuff. And yesterday I got a hold of my son. Gave me his phone number, and we sat and talked. We had a pretty good conversation, and I talked a little too long. I didn't read the letter. When I got the letter, I saw Patrick, so I just thought automatically he's still in Texas. I didn't know he's in Indiana. Okay. And so I'm sitting there, and I'm talking to him. He goes, "Dad, I'm on Eastern time." Okay, we got to go. And I said a few more things to him because I was just so excited to talk to him. I hope he slept pretty well, and I hope he just, it's today's what, Wednesday? So just go to bed early on Thursday and Friday, and just, keep up on your sleep, keep your rest. Rest is very important, and, sleep is very important. And I know that since I went to telling myself, why didn't you go to the store earlier and buy that new pillow and that mattress pad? It was a money thing. It always makes me, but it got to the point where I physically couldn't sleep well. That my shoulders and my hip and my back were hurting so much from the bed that I had to go and buy the new pillow and buy the new mattress pad so I could actually sleep. And my body I wouldn't wake up and go, "Oh my gosh, my hip hurts. Oh my gosh, my back hurts. Oh my shoulders and my neck hurt," right? So it had to get to the point where I was miserable before I went and said, I got to look and try to find the most affordable ones, but I got to buy this mattress pad and I got to buy this pillow, or I'm just not going to get sleep, and I'm just going to, instead of recover, I'm just going to get more tired and more sick, stuff inside. And I got to, find a way to, to Tiny Tim through this. So, I just kind of told Dad, and I need new pillows because my neck hurts. Okay. And then, stuff. And so, and he's got my sister and my brother-in-law bought him one of those memory foam mattress pads for his thing, so he could sleep better like 5 or 6 years ago. And I was wondering, if since then, they have them at Walmart and they're more affordable. And yes. So I was like, okay, cool. So I got one and put it on the bed and got a pillow, And he already had, this one's nice. He already had a My Pillow, a Mike, whatever, My Pillow thing. So he already had a good pillow, and he had the mattress thing. So he wasn't going through the same thing I was going through over here on this bed. I was, my hip was hurting, my back was hurting, my shoulders were hurting, my neck was hurting. It got to the point where I just couldn't recover well from my exercise to try to recover from my chemical poisoning from all your military heroes and first responders and, stuff. And so it's like, and you sit there and you go through what you go through. And, you look at people, because I know I got people here in town that worked for Halliburton and Northrop Grumman, and we're part of chemical poisoning of people in occupied parts of the world that are exploited by our corporations. And then because of exposure to the stuff that they use to mass murder these people for corporations, for corporate genocide and propaganda, they started dying from cancer. And then they would get mad at me, okay, because I would be put in the positions of the poor people they were killing, and I can recover. Okay. Yeah, I had people in this town, ex-military vets. I'm dying from cancer, and I'm not your brother, and raising money for Cowboys for Cancer. So if you stand up for the Lord's Prayer with me, you won't have to worry about paying your bills, your hospital bills, getting bombarded with radiation. You'll be able to go up to the mountains, sing John Denver songs, breathe fresh air, not have chemical poisoning in the rain and the clouds from the carbon emission poisoning and the tire particles in Denver. And, you won't have to get drunk, go to a football game and say, Judy sucks, right? I'm like, and he's mad at me, and I'm like, Are you sure you're mad at me? Because I'm certain life is eternal and grace is infinite. And I'm pretty sure you're probably more pissed off at yourself and your fellow colleagues at Halliburton and Northrop Grumman than you are at me, right? And the scientists that use you as lab rats. I think you're more mad at them than you are at me. But that just my, I don't know there. Jafar, was stuck in this stupid lamp, right? So, I'm like sitting there going, are you sure about that? Are you sure you're really pissed off at me? Are you sure you really hate me? I'm, dying from cancer and I'm not your brother. Well, I'm surviving attempts of murder that rapidly produce cancer cells in my body. Okay. And I'm certain I'm the spirit of your father. And you're a little bastard who doesn't know your father and know how much your father loves you. Okay. Even the Marleys, okay, are upset because I have forms of melanoma that killed Bob Marley. That they killed him with his treatment, just like they did with my mother. And once you get the treatment in, and they had so much toxins in you, and they didn't give you any time to go into remission naturally, eventually the body's just going to overcome with cancer, and you're going to shut down and die like the little mommy that died in El Paso last month, right? And then there are some of us, okay, that rapidly recover quicker and can still have Roundup sprayed outside, but have the trees and take care of the trees and get up and work and detox and not being sent into a meat locker where they resupply children to the sex cartels in Mexico and stuff. So when you sit there and people are mad at me, okay, yeah, how come he recovers better and faster and my dad died at 37 from melanoma? Well, because it was 1970s and they were CIA Tuskegee. Well, it should happen to you too, you white man. It's like, because I look like your grandpa, who is kind of an asshole, I'm automatically an asshole. You need to talk to D.T. Suzuki and talk to my Aunt Nana about the Okinawa Japanese thing. Just because I'm Japanese doesn't make me Hirohito. Go, here comes Speed Racer. He's a demon on wheels, right? Speaking of that, I was watching Speed Racer's dad last night on the Connors with the Katie Seagal girl. It's like, oh, she still looks pretty good. She looks good. She got a nice figure. I always thought that. I was like, Al, I'd be, man. You bitching and all that, even though she's kind of dumb. Every time she asked for sex, she'd get it from me. It's like, I always found Katie Seagal attractive. It's like, I want sex, she wants sex. Okay. Like Mrs. Roper and Mr. Roper. It's like, man, how many guys your age, okay, have women that like to have sex a lot? I mean, I don't believe in luck, but damn, if there was luck, you are lucky, right? She's got those moo-moos going on. I used to love Amy's moo-moos. Even though they were given to her by an old lesbian, it didn't matter to me. I like moo-moos, right? It's funny, but I didn't get that. No, she was sexually predicated on by the Temple of Set Illuminati, and she had sex with everybody but me. And I helped her pay the bills every time she lost her job because she misappropriated funds and was doing things that were illegal. I took care of the kids, even though she conceived most of the kids with guys she met at a bar while she was out screwing around on me and the kids. And then you sit there and tell people, what is impressive to you guys? I mean, seriously, okay? I go into remission and recover from cancer, okay, without going to your great heroes, your Mayo clinics, and your St. Jude's hospitals, okay? And then as soon as I start to recover, they spray Roundup and stuff. They're spraying Roundup all over Las Cruces. What are you whining about? It's like, I'm the living embodiment of the Lord's Prayer. I don't deserve Roundup outside my window, okay? You vote for president for Donald Trump to keep you safe with his money. You deserve Roundup outside your window, asshole. Doing to his floor. I'm an excellent driver. 20 minutes to Wapner. I'm Judge Judy, and I have this job because I'm smart, not because I'm beautiful. It's like, you're not smart. You're dumber than you think you're not as attractive. You're just not very attractive. Well, what's attractive is Esther and Ruth, and you're nothing like Esther and Ruth. And you have a job. They had faith. Try faith. Judge Judy, judge yourself stupid, and then tomorrow judge yourself being more like Ruth and Esther. Even though you didn't earn it, I had to do it for you. But there you go. Okay, so you see what I'm saying? He's like, this guy is so obnoxious and he thinks he's so great. No, I know I'm a good person. Okay. I know you're not. Okay. And this time David Rockefeller and Philip Rothschild collected all the evidence on your amazing Doink, doink, doink. I'm so intelligent. I'm so great. I have the greatest things going on. It's the happiest time of the year. It's the sprightest time of the year. I sell things. You're just jealous because I make lots of money and have sex with all the best people. I get it. Doodle-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. It's your scarpet apricot. You want to fly your Learjet up to Nova Scotia? They still ain't got a football team. Nova Scotia still ain't have a football team. Man, if I was Randy Ambrosi and you guys intend on being stupid for 2 more years, I would go to Anchorage. I'm pretty sure you'd be able to get a Fargo Dome type stadium that you could hold a Grey Cups in, built in a year in Anchorage, Alaska, because they're so starved for, professional sports and entertainment in that bustling market with lots of money from doing stupid Americano type things that you guys do too, because I've seen you do it with all your Mounties and your halftime shows with the Shania Twains there and all the new up and coming Lighthouses, Anne Murray's, and Guess Who's, and Bachman Turner Overdrives. Yeah. Who else is from Canada? Gordon Lightfoot? Is Gordon Lightfoot from Canada? That's a good import, guys. That's a good export-import. Gordy Lightfoot, Rhythm Darkness Over Me. Right, guys? So, Earl, you're funny. So, I'm back to work. And Earl's in the house. And what I talked to Patrick about, because Jesus talked to me about it in the rec hall while I was shooting baskets. Said, teach him how to love Adolf Hitler the way I love Adolf Hitler. Said, okay. I went and told my dad too. Said, I don't trust Adolf Hitler, don't like Adolf Hitler, don't appreciate Adolf Hitler, Earl. Okay? But my life is giving him the Lord's Prayer, the Gospels, okay? And faith in God, okay? And he has the free will to accept me or reject me. That's my love. Just like you're doing, Earl. Wow, yeah, impressive. Very impressive. Luke, I'm your father. I thought he was lying. So did I. But as it turns out, the spirit of Father Adam is not James Earl Jones or Liam Neeson, Klaus von Bülow, or Willem Dafoe, or Jim Caviezel. It's early bird. I know. I'm the spirit of your father. Adam, Moses, David, Jesus, John. I'm on the one, and I'm having fun, and everybody's doing their part. In a minute, we can show you how, and we can save Wayne Cooper from dying from HIV. And he can still sing, ba-ba-ba-bum-ba-dum. Why have I lost you? Yeah. Although every person changed, different times and different ways. Why? Tell me you, right? We still have it on record that you can buy for money or download for free off YouTube if you've spent $69 on a VidBox from Heartland America. Or you can live the Lord's Prayer and then just share. And then just love sharing because you're beautiful people. It's entirely up to you, all you Marilyn Mansons out there. All right? Peace.